we gotta keep going. We gotta keep doing this. We gotta keep rising, and we gotta keep putting in that work. If you are a real subscriber, do not forget to hit that like button and leave a comment in the comments section if you are a real subscriber to this channel. Let's get those likes and comments up, guys. So we're going to start this video off by me explaining basically what happens when the narcissist gives up on you. Because if this happens in any case, consider yourself lucky because you have won. You got the dub. And they took that L. And it's not even like all the time that they have completely just feel like they cannot get you. Some of the times they just feel like you have caught on to who they are. You have caught on to their games and to their manipulation, and they might even feel like they still might be able to get you back, but they don't want to put in that work to make it happen because they want the easy supply sources that are the best to them, that are the easiest to get, that have no idea what their games or manipulations are. So that's honestly how they think. If they could come back to you as easy as they always could, they would do that in a heartbeat, because there's a good chance that you're probably a much better supply source than the other ones out there that are a little bit clueless. But they have already had their way with you, and they know that you know what they're about. So they don't want to continue to go down that road with you because it's just too much for them to handle. They want that easy win. And an easy win for the narcissist is somebody who lacks experience, who lacks knowledge in this field. They might not have had many relationship partners in their lives. They don't really know what this is about. They're easily manipulated. They can easily get them. But for the people that are sort of like, hey, like, back off. Like, let's talk. Let's work things out. Let's figure something out here. I want to see who you are before I let you back in. Let's actually get together and do this and do it the normal way. They're not down for that. They are not down for that. And that's how you know you were dealing with one of those individuals, because anybody that really wants you in their life would put up a fight for you. They would fight to change themselves. They would fight to make themselves not be with anybody else, because they want to do the right things so they can get back into your life to make it right. And honestly, that's how I am. If there was something I needed to change to work something out with somebody that I loved, I would do that in a heartbeat. And I've actually done this before, and it ended up not even working out. So it is what it is. But I'm still willing to go that extra mile. I'm still willing to do certain things to make changes for somebody to be in their life if I wanted to make it happen. Because there was a time where I just had a few bad habits, like in my high school days. Even though I was still doing a lot of the right things, I was still healthy and stuff like this, but I was just doing a couple of the wrong things that I shouldn't have been doing. And this person was like, well, like, yeah, we can date whenever you stop doing this, this, and this. And it's like, to me, it clicked like that, and I was like, easy. And I instantly stopped and made it right. But things still didn't work out, because it was coming on at the end of high school. Things are ending, things are changing. Summer comes, university starts, other school starts, and things like this. So, but it was what it was. And that's just an example. But narcissists are not willing to do anything like that, because they want to have the upper hand on you. They want to be the ones that are calling the shots. They want to have the power and control over you, even though they might make you feel powerful. It's all a trick. It's all a trap. And that's actually that is actually not what's happening at all. At all. You might think that is what's happening, but it is not what's happening. They make you feel good, which makes you feel confident, but it's a false sense of confidence that they instill in you. And slowly but surely you just start to fall under the trap of who they are. And that's that. It's a wrap, because you're already attached. You already like them way too much because they made you do this. They made you like them by doing everything you wanted them to do. And it's not even like you demanded them to do this. It's not even like you told them to do this. They just did it because they knew what to do to get you, to reel you in, to give you that bait. And you went with the flow, and the whole time they were the ones that were controlling the entire narrative, and you didn't even see it like that. You just played right into their game. You went right into their wheelhouse where they're strong. And I'm going to tell you guys where they are not strong. They are not strong when you stand up for yourself. They are not strong when you set boundaries. They are not strong when you are the one to call the shots, to make the plans, and to do these things. And to tell them to get out of their comfort zone to come to see you. Or you guys are going to meet up somewhere to talk one-on-one. They just want to call the shots. They don't want to have equal rights at all. And if you get to this point where you were like that, if you actually have boundaries, they're going to give up on you. And like I said, consider yourself lucky and take that win and carry on with yourself, because you just won, flat out. And best believe they're going to easily drop you, and they're going to go to somebody else that they can fool, that they can trick. And they're going to get an easy win over different individuals other than yourself. They're going to get easy wins on weak men or weak women that are hard up and desperate for somebody, or they will use their looks and appearance and their charm to get these people to make them believe that they're the one, when really they're just taking the easy predator. They're just taking the easy prey. They are the predator. They're taking the easy prey. And the way I would describe myself in the past was I was very similar to what I am now, just without the knowledge, just without the information. I was still alpha, like back in the day, doing alpha things. I was basically exactly like I am now, just a younger version. I was still a smart kid, but I fell into that trap because I lacked experience with relationships. Obviously, when you're a young kid, you're not getting into relationships until you get to a certain point. When you start to get into your like mid-teens, maybe 14, 15, 16, you might start like real dating around that age at the youngest. And you don't really know anything for what it is. You might think this is normal. I thought experiences I was getting into whenever I was at a younger age, I thought this was normal. I thought this is what it is. But you're being tricked. And I've dated quite a lot of people, to be honest. It's not just one. I've dated quite a lot of people, like at a younger age. At like 15, 16, 17, 18, stuff like this, right? And yeah, like I said, when you're young, you don't know right from wrong necessarily. You do to a certain extent, but not fully, and you're susceptible to being tricked. Women at that age, like young ladies can absolutely fool you into just about anything. And that's what happens. And they will continue to do this the rest of their lives, preying on the people that they know they can get. That's easy, minimal effort, and these people are going to be their servants. And that's how it's going to go, and they don't want to get the better option that is too smart for them. They would prefer to have it, but they don't want to put in that work. They don't want to be accountable for anything. They don't want to have to do right. They don't want to have to treat you right. They want to be able to be abusive. They want to be able to boss whoever they're with around and say it how it is. And they want to have the dick in the relationship. They want to be the alpha. They want to emasculate you slowly but surely and take all that energy that they do not have. But if you give them that energy, they'll have it for a certain amount of time until it runs out again. Then they have to do this to somebody else, because they know for a fact none of these guys that they do it to is going to stay with them forever. Nobody would. You're always going to get to a certain point, no matter who you are, where you cannot take it any longer, because you're going to start to catch on to what this is. And now you have to get out of there. That's why, instead of changing themselves, they just change their target. They just change their partner. Instead of looking in the mirror to change their own ways to be a valuable human being to somebody else, they just change people that have no idea what they are doing. And this is the game they play, and it's the game they will play for the rest of their lives. And they will try to get the perfect supply source to benefit them the most, to make them feel the most good. And that means them being able to get away with a lot of stuff, possibly even cheating and coming home. Whereas if one of these girls was with a guy like me and they were doing stuff like this, they would never be able to get away with it. And that's why females like this would never mess with me, because there's just no way you can do that and get away with it. You might get lucky once and stuff like that. You could never consistently do those things and get away with it. There's just no way. And there's no way you could treat me the way you would treat all these other people, because I would put a stop to it immediately. You do it once, okay, but you have to stop. Okay, but this is not going to be happening. Like, okay, you slipped up. Okay, let's go on. Let's keep living. Let's go tomorrow. See what tomorrow brings. Keep doing this tomorrow. It's like, This is where boundaries are, which you and everybody else has to set. You must set boundaries in relationships. You can only take so much. And there's always going to be a bad day. There just has to be more good than bad. That's the thing. Not the other way around, because in these cases, it's more bad than good. And that is the truth. So, like I said, guys, consider yourself lucky if one of these types of individuals gives up on you, because it is not your fault. You took that win. They took that loss. They gave up because you are hard to deal with. You're hard to deal with, and you're not easily manipulated, because you want to feel good too. It's not just about them. You also have to be good. The world does not revolve around these idiots. Everybody has to feel good. Everybody has to have their share. You can't treat somebody like this and expect them to want to stay with you or something like that. It makes no sense. So, like I said, consider yourself lucky. Take that win, carry on, and they will reap what they do not deserve. They will get what they deserve, as I should say. And that is not much. If they were to have a tangerine in their hand, they would not be eating the inside of that tangerine. They would be eating the peeling of the tangerine and not the inside of it. That's what you get. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video, guys, and leave a comment. we got to get that up, and it's still doing well, but let's get it up a little bit more, guys. Let's continue to keep that up, and I'm going to come back with another video, and it'll be a new topic. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I have a lot of topics in the notes, so I'll decide on that momentarily, and I will start that video as well. And if you guys have any video requests, feel free to share it in the comment section. I'll be back.